Okay, so when I was growing up in the 80s, you had this fella here, B.A. Baracus, Bad Attitude Baracus, teaching us how to. I remember in one episode of the A Team, he actually demonstrated how to make a semi automatic weapon into a fully automatic weapon. It was always turning old machinery into flamethrowers and building tanks and getting into fistfights with bad guys and winning. And basically extolling all the masculine, manly virtues. And now we have this, Lactatia. This, by the way, is a 9-year-old boy dressing as the drag queen Lactatia. And this is where we've come in, the 80s? This is where we've come in 30 years. We've come from boys being boys to boys are now girls. And we seem to be okay with it. Of course, I'm about to say something unpleasant, but I won't. Lactatia is the darling of the left-wing media. The mainstream media love her. Him, I should say. And now you've got 5-year-old boys in my country being given sex change hormones. You've got sex change operations being carried out on children as young as 12 to change their sex. Basically, you've got parents doing vile things to their children because they don't like or don't respect the sexuality they were born with. And this seems to be the norm these days. Yeah. So, is it the water? I don't drink it. It's got rat poison in it. I might get my water from a spring in the hill. I mean, fluoride is the main ingredient in rat poison. They put it in the water. We put it in there to stop your teeth rotting. Why do you do that? Well, because we make money from because the sugar companies give you money. Okay? There are chemicals in our food that are, when you lower somebody's sperm count, men's sperm count and hormones, you don't get, men that can't reproduce. You get that. This is what you get. This is what you get from putting chemicals in the food and drinking the tap water. You get kids, boys that don't know the difference between boys and girls that don't know the difference either. And a society that thinks it's okay. You want my opinion on gun control? Oh, but there's just been a huge school shooting. Motherfucker. Oh, about to swear again. There's just been a huge school children. You tell me, to the 5 million Jews that were gassed, are they allowed to have the right to keep and bear arms? To the 3.5 million Irish people that died of starvation while the British Empire was exporting and selling their food on the open market, are they allowed to have, what about them? Are they allowed to have the right to keep and bear arms? As the governor of Florida mocked the American people and said the other day, the Russians love our Second Amendment. They don't want it themselves. They're quite happy to see us murder ourselves. Do the 50 million Russians killed by their government last century, do you think they should have the right to keep and bear arms? Masculinity, my friends, is a matter of life and death. Do we want our boys watching and growing and being guided by the real Black Panther, or do we want them to grow up, be guided by Christ knows what? Personally, I'm with the real Black Panther, B.A. Baracus. Boof.